Hello, everyone, and welcome to our online presentation of the University of Ljubljana. My name is Liliana, and I work at the International Office of the University of Ljubljana. And together with my colleagues, we will present to you today the possibilities of studying at our university, the application and admission procedure, and some of our members will also present themselves to you today. After the presentations, you will have the opportunity to ask some more specific questions related to the faculty you want to enroll in breakout rooms. After all presentations, we will also stay in the main room for some general questions. And our international student ambassador, Andrea, is also with us today, and she will present to you her experience as international student. And after the presentations, she will be in the breakout room Students for Students. So this is our schedule for today, as you already had the opportunity to see during registration. So we will start with the general presentation of the University of Ljubljana, and after that we will explain enrollment and admission procedure and continue with presentations of our members. So let's start. Our university was founded in 1919, and today it has 23 faculties and 3 art academies covering all fields of study. It is also ranked among the top 3% of the universities in the world. The main building that you can see on the PowerPoint, all 3 academies and some faculties are located in the city center. Some of the newest and most modern buildings are located on the outskirts of Ljubljana. And we also have Faculty of Maritime Studies and Transport that is located in Portorož by the sea. 3 art academies offer study programs in fields of music, fine arts, design, theater, radio, film, and television. The field of science, technology, and engineering comprises 10 faculties that offer unique programs that prepare students for careers in these high-growth areas. Students can also study at one of 8 faculties in the humanities and social sciences, which encourage open and critical thinking. And we also invite prospective students who are interested in medicine, health science, and sports. We have accredited more than 400 degree programs and more than 800 courses in English. And here you can see which programs we offer in English. It is important to know that most programs are conducted in the Slovenian language, but as you can see, we also have some programs in English. Every year, around 40,000 students increase and develop their knowledge and skills at our institution, including 9% of international students from more than 100 countries. The University of Ljubljana has more than 30% of all registered researchers in Slovenia, and the University of Ljubljana is particularly concerned with the transfer of knowledge to the economy, which is why we work closely with numerous Slovenian and foreign companies. That means that you, as our student, will have the opportunity to participate in various projects and activities. As our student, you will have many opportunities for practical work, exchange, and internship. And we invite you to participate also in some summer schools, concert, exhibitions, and performances organized by our academies and faculties. You will also have very good access to library resources and services, and with various support activities, we will try to support you and make integrate into your studies and life in Slovenia easier. Andrea, can you please tell us more about some extracurricular activities, projects, career development?
Hello, everybody. My name is Andrea. I'm finishing my bachelor studies in biotechnology at the University of Ljubljana. Being a student in Ljubljana is never boring. You can trust me on that. If you're more into academic opportunities, there are plenty of summer schools held in English, along with workshops and events on topics like writing the perfect CV, improving assertive communications, and developing professional skills. For those who like to stay active, there are free sports activities, including fitness, boot camp, yoga, volleyball, basketball, and football, all the way to badminton, table tennis. If adapting to a new culture sounds a bit intimidating, the Year Plus program allows you to learn Slovenian for free while earning credits, making it easier to settle in and maybe even surprise the locals with your language skills. For those who are interested in gatherings and parties, you can feel free to ask me about some insider tips. And if you're interested in traveling, experiencing new cultures, the Erasmus Plus program allows you to study in over 30 countries. Now, to make life easier, everything I just mentioned is available on Popper, which is the personal and professional development portal. And that is an online platform that gives you a simple overview of all the activities in one place.
Thank you so much, Andrea. In cooperation with foreign universities, we implement interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary studies, and we encourage international student and staff exchanges. We are actively involved in numerous international partnerships that offer you many opportunities for exchange during your studies, such as Erasmus Plus scholarships and other scholarships. So, if you do not decide to study at our university, you can also always visit us and study for 1 or 2 semesters as an exchange student, but you should check if your faculty or university have a cooperation agreement with us. The University of Ljubljana is also part of Utopia Association, which includes 9 other universities from Europe. Utopia aims to promote student and staff mobility through new ways of teaching and learning and cross-border cooperation. Also, you can find our university at a regional virtual educational fair, Balkan Edu Expo, where you can visit our virtual booths where all members of the University of Ljubljana are represented. We strongly recommend you that you regularly check our website and our subpage specifically designed for international students. That's International Students subpage, where you can find a lot of useful information about studies, exchange opportunities, extracurricular and other activities. And also carefully read the welcome guide, where you can find detailed information about your arrival in Slovenia and studies at our university. Andrea, you're International Student Ambassador, so can you please tell us more about your activities at International Student Ambassadors and how you can help students and prospective students?
Yes, so as international student ambassadors, our main goal is to make your experience as smooth and enjoyable as possible. From the moment you decide to study in Slovenia, we help with everything from gathering documents, issuing permit, and finding student jobs to the more exciting stuff like Ljubljana tour, guided tour of the rectorate, and the main library, and keeping you informed about all student opportunities and events. And sometimes we even go for a cup of coffee, casually teach you a few Slovenian phrases so you can confidently order your next cup of coffee in Slovenian. We are a big, warm, welcoming community where everybody has a place. And if you want to get a sneak peek of what student life is actually like, you can check out our YouTube video series called With International Students About, which is on the university's official channel. And there are also many more exciting projects, such as Chat with International Students. And there are also many more coming soon, so stay tuned.
Thank you. Every year, we organize many events, such as this today, information days for future students. And in addition to this one, you can also see what events we organizing next. So you can find more information on our website as well as the links to register. And now more about admission and enrollment procedure. So as you already saw on the previous slide, on March 5th, we will organize a presentation that will be specifically related to the application and admission procedure. And there we will answer all your questions regarding the application. So when it comes to application, you must submit an online application in English or Slovenian with your username and password through the e-Vaša portal. So it's very important that you save this information, so username and password, as it will allow you to access the e-Vaša portal and follow up on the application and admission process. You can also find detailed information as well as video tutorials that will guide you step by step through filling out this application form. I also invite you to watch our video on our YouTube channel about the university application process. There you will find many more useful information such as enrollment requirements, application deadlines, and more. Also, call for enrollment is published on this website. This is the ministry's website. So there you can check everything you want to know about studying at the University of Ljubljana. So study programs, enrollment slots, as well as application periods. And for the first time this year, they introduced the option to search for admission by program. So this is making it much easier to navigate and find information. So when it comes to application periods, you need to be aware of different deadlines. So you can apply during several application periods, and the deadlines depend on your citizenship. So if you're a citizen of an EU member state or a Slovenian without Slovenian citizenship, you can apply in the first application period from 18th of February to 18th of March, and in the second application period from 20th to 27th of August. Here you can see who can apply in this second application period, and also candidates from EU member states and Slovenians without Slovenian citizenship can apply in application period for still available enrollment slots that will be from 24 to 25 September until 10 a.m. Citizens from non-EU countries can apply also from 18th of February to 18th of March in the first application period, and on 3rd and 4th of September in the second application period. And on PowerPoint, you can see which candidates can apply in this second application period. We also want to answer a question that has been asked a lot of these days, and it's related to the special deadlines for citizens of the Western Balkans. So, if a particular degree program has enrollment slots specifically for nationals of the Western Balkan countries, applicants of these countries should apply for these slots. Otherwise, the application will be excluded from the application procedure. And in the first application period, University of Ljubljana is offering slots for citizens of the Western Balkans countries for all programs of the Faculty of Education and for individual degree programs at the Faculty of Natural Science and Engineering. So if for a particular degree program only non-EU nationals are offered slots, applicants from the Western Balkan countries should apply for those slots and within the deadlines for non-EU nationals. So as you can see, the deadline for non-EU and for Western Balkan slots are the same, so from February 18th to the 18th of March, but if a program that you want to apply for have some specific slots for the Western Balkan countries, and you come from the Western Balkan country, you need to apply for those slots. So this information is published on our website, and we will also send you this after this presentation. So, in the first application period, you may indicate a maximum of 3 bachelor or single cycle master degree programs in order of preference for which you wish to enroll. So, the order in which the degree programs are indicated is very important because in the selection process, you will be admitted to the first degree program for which you meet all the requirements and achieve the minimum number of points in the case of limited enrollment. As we already mentioned, we have accredited more than 400 degree programs and more than 800 subjects in English, and the majority of our courses are conducted in Slovenian, but we also have some programs in English. So you can see, and you saw earlier in the presentations, that lectures in English are held at the School of Economics and Business. And this is for the bachelor and single cycle master degree programs. A recognition of education is required for applicants with a foreign education certificates who wish to continue their studies in Slovenia. And the online application is also an application for the procedure of recognition of foreign secondary education. All documents must be uploaded on the web portal EVAŠ as electronic copies or scans of the originals. Those documents have to be attached through the EVAŠ web portal, as we already mentioned, as scans or photographs of the original certificates and other documents, as we already said. It is important to know that the certificate of graduation, diploma, is not required at the time of application, but you should submit it as soon as you graduate. So you should apply as soon as possible. And if you haven't finished your high school yet, you should send your diploma by 1st of August. So if you finished high school, you need to send everything by 18th of March. But if you haven't finished your high school yet, you can send documents by the 1st of August, but it's very important to submit your application until 18th of March. Also, candidates send translations only on the request received on the web portal Evashe, and you will receive all notifications electronically through this portal. So, as we already said, it's very important that you check your email regularly and that you know your username and password. Here you can see what you need to upload to the portal. So everything is also published on our website, where you can find also example of short chronological description. So candidates often make the mistake of thinking that this is some kind of motivational letter, but it's not. It's just a brief overview of your education. And as I already mentioned, you can find an example on our website. So, when it comes to deadlines for sending documents, I already mentioned, but again, because this is very important, for citizens of EU member states and Slovenians without Slovenian citizenship, the first application period for sending documents is. So, for applicants completing secondary school this year, it's the August 1st. And those who already finished high school need to send everything to the end of first application period, and that's 18th of March. If you apply in the second application period, then you need to send your documents by the 27th of August. And if you apply in period for still available enrollment slots, that's 25th September. So when it comes to non-EU citizens, the same conditions apply. So for applicants completing secondary school this year, it's the 1st August. And those who already finished high school, that's 18th of March. If you apply in the second application period, you need to send your documents practically immediately. So that's the 4th of September. And it's also important to mention that Slovenian language certificate for all candidates must be sent until 1st of August. About decision on recognition, you will be also informed on the Evashe web portal. If the degree program has limited enrollment, candidates will be selected based on the criteria published in the call for enrollment. Your grades need to be converted into the Slovenian grading system, and grading scales are published at our website as well in the call for enrollment. We already mentioned B2 certificate of Slovenian language. So if some programs require the certificate, so if your program requires knowledge of the Slovenian language at the B2 level, a certificate of language, as already mentioned, must be sent by the August 1st. What is important is that certificates from Slovenia are recognized, but also from abroad, so that you can pass and get the certificate in your country without any problem. The only exception this year is the Faculty of Medicine. So if you want to apply for the Faculty of Medicine, you can only take the Slovenian exam at the Center for Slovenians as a foreign or second language. So please find more information in the call for enrollment and on our website. Here you can see which programs on bachelor level require Slovenian language certificate or exam. Also, for enrolling in some programs, it is required to pass tests of ability, capacity, and skills. And here you can see at which faculties and academies it is necessary. Please, for additional information about courses and content of the tests, ask the faculties or academies directly, and the dates are also published in the call for enrollment. If you are accepted, you will be invited to enroll by the faculty or academy via email, and enrollment usually takes place in September. And decision on results in the first application period for EU students and Slovenians without Slovenian citizenship will be by 25 of July, and at the latest by the 14th of August. And when it comes to non-EU students, it will be by 29th of August. We recommend that you check our website well before the application deadline and check all the information on the offered degree programs, the application procedure and enrollment requirements, the number of available enrollment slots, fees, and more. Also, to help you with your application, we organize online counseling about the application and admission procedure for undergraduate studies, so you can contact us by email or phone at any time. This our admission office have info point. So as I already said, you can visit them, call them, or also register for some online counseling and guidance. It is also very important to mention that you do not need any service of recruitment agencies and agents for application because it is very easy, and Andrea will shortly present to us her experience with application. As I already mentioned, if you need any advice or help, you can contact us or arrange an online consultation. We will really do our best to provide you with all the information and answers to any questions you may have. It is also important to mention that the enrollment and recognition of foreign education in the master and doctoral studies is a little bit different from the bachelor and single cycle master and is done at each member separately. So please, for more information, contact the authorized person, the relevant faculty or academy. The call for enrollments for master and doctoral studies are not published yet. It will be published in the March. We expect to be published in March. So please check regularly our webpage for more information. Also, if you're interested in transfer, also please contact the authorized person at the relevant faculty or academy. The authorized person contacts can be found on our website and in the subpage International Students. Now we have come to the part where our members will be introduced to us. Once again, this is today's schedule of presentations, but before that, I want to ask our student Andrea to tell us more about her experience with the application. Was it difficult? So please tell us more.
So applying to the University of Ljubljana might seem overwhelming at first, but don't worry, it's completely manageable if you stay organized. The key is to carefully read all the instructions and start preparing on time. For me, the most important thing was making sure I had all the required documents ready because missing even one document can slow things down. Also, some documents might need official translations or certifications, so keep that in mind. One thing I would definitely recommend is double checking deadlines. And if anything is unclear, please don't hesitate to reach out. The university's international office is really helpful, and the international student ambassadors, including me, are always here to answer questions and share tips. So while the process takes some patience, it's definitely worth it. And once you get to Ljubljana, you'll see just how rewarding it truly is to live and study here.
Okay, thank you so much, Andrea. And can you
Thank you.
please tell us more about your experience, general experience studying at University of Ljubljana, and what would you recommend to the future students?
Yes, so studying at the University of Ljubljana has been an incredible experience for me. It's not just about the academics, although the university offers incredible opportunities. It's also about the people you meet, the independence you gain, and the new perspectives you develop. One thing I would definitely recommend to future students is to be open to new opportunities. Try different courses, join student events, take advantage of the free sports activities, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Um, University life can seem overwhelming at times, especially in a new country, but you don't have to go through it alone. Building friendships and relying on others makes things so much more enjoyable. Whether it's asking a professor for academic advice, turning to student services, or even just simply leaning on your friends when you're feeling lost, having a good support system is truly invaluable. Most importantly, just enjoy the journey. Studying abroad isn't just about getting a degree. It's about growing as a person, making lifelong friends, and collecting stories you'll left years from now. So if you're thinking about coming to University of Ljubljana, go for it. You can trust me completely. You won't regret it in the future.
Thank you so much, Andrea.
Thank you.
So as I already mentioned, Andrea will be in the breakout room Students for Students. So after those presentations, if you have any question to Andrea regarding her experience as international student, you can join this breakout room and ask her more. But before presentations, because we still have 2 minutes before starting of our presentations, I would just like to show you quickly our website because I mentioned it a few times and I think it will be very good to just show you a little bit our website. So I hope you can see my screen now with the website on. So you probably saw this web page. This is our main web page, University of Ljubljana in English. Here you can find more information regarding bachelor and single cycle master studies, as well as call for enrollment and all important information regarding application procedure, recognition of your education, and so on. Also, here, as you can see, this is a special sub-page for Slovenians, EU citizens, and Slovenians without Slovenian citizenship, where you can find all information, so dates and contacts, some general information regarding application process, timeline can be very useful, and so on. The same is for the citizens of the non-EU country. So here you have all important information as well as information regarding Western Balkan slots that I already mentioned. And as I said, we will send you everything after this presentation as well. Here you have also the short chronological description form and some examples and some list of documents that are required for recognition for different countries. So it can be very, very useful. When it comes to master and doctoral studies, here is the page dedicated to the master studies. Here will be published the call for enrollment for the master studies. And when it comes to doctoral studies, it's the same. Now our international students subpage. So here you can find all our online events, online information days. You can just click on it and you will see the link for the mandatory registration and some more information. Also, here are the contacts of our international student ambassadors that Andrea mentioned, as well as with international students about video series. Here are the contact persons for international students. And also, as you can see here on this subpage, you can find many useful information regarding accommodation, transport, cost of living, also student health and meal system that is very interesting for students. This is a very important page, entry and permits, about temporary residence permit and how to arrange everything. Also, you have here something more about Slovenia and Ljubljana if you want to know more before coming here to study and live. Also learning Slovene, and here you have information about the Year Plus program and so on. So I really recommend you to check regularly our webpage for more information. And now it's time for presentations from our members. So today, study opportunities will be presented by the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering, Faculty of Chemistry and Chemical Technology, Faculty of Natural Science and Engineering, and Faculty of Maritime Studies and Transport. And as I already mentioned, after those presentations, we will open the breakout rooms for more questions. So enjoy.
Hello to everybody from Faculty of Mechanical Engineering, University of Ljubljana. My name is Franci Posavec, Vice Dean for Education. With me will present our study also Christian Grguric from the International Affairs Office. So who we are? Faculty of Mechanical Engineering is a part of University of Ljubljana, the biggest university in Slovenia, located in capital Ljubljana. And the faculty of mechanical engineering, it's we can say, the best university, the best faculty of engineering in Slovenia. What we do, we produce the best engineers, best mechanical engineers that, of course, will solve the challenges of future. You know that the situation or the world is changing a lot. The new technologies are coming. And of course, mechanical engineers are one of those that will have to develop, improve, and work with those technologies. And approximately 10% of our students is females. Like one of our former students, Špela Volka, is now leading or is holding one of the leader positions in international heatware company, said, I choose to study mechanical engineering because I wanted to study something technical, something where you end up with a product that you can put in your hands, or you can put to the society and solve some problems. So you contribute to the society. What we cover all aspects of these changes in society in relation to the technology. So you know that Industrial Revolution 4.0 and 5.0 is coming. So Internet of Things, wireless informations, all these new technologies. We focus a lot on the additive manufacturing, mechatronics, photonics, robotics, collaborative robotics in relation to the human beings. Then electromobility or mobility is changing a lot. We have labs that are working just in the direction of the batteries, of new actuators, new sensors, lightweight designs, constructions. Then there are companies in Slovenia that are focusing on environmental technologies. That all is also covered in our bachelor and master or our studies. Then we have companies in Slovenia that are working with special lasers. They're developing lasers. So we are covering also the demographic aging, where we will have to improve or develop new devices for the medical treatments or some therapies or some additive manufacturing to like implants production and so on. And that's in our curriculum, study curriculum. To cover all aspects, the faculty has reorganized a couple of years ago in 4 platforms. Factories of the future, covering the industry with the new technologies, then green and safe mobility, where we work on the batteries, on all these new questions that needs the development. Then on the other side, the sustainable energy and the photonics and the health aspect, where we as a mechanical engineering can contribute. We open doors to the best. So what we wanted to say with that is that students that are enrolled in our faculty are in constant contact with the industry, not just Slovenia, also international industries. They can do the internship there. They can do they can work on a research project that we as a labs are doing with the industry. They can even do partial study here and there. And Slovenian companies, some of them are listed here. You may probably know some of them. Akrapovic, the famous producer of exhausts, is from Slovenia. Devesoft, everything dealing with the measurements on NASA or some high-tech products, is from Slovenia. Actually, the establisher and head and the owner of the company, it's the mechanical engineering guy. And fun fact, Talking Tom was developed and established in Slovenia. Now it's sold, but it came from Slovenia, just for an idea. So at our faculty, we cover all 3 cycles of education. first level bachelor degree, 3 years. We have two different studies in this level. One is more applied oriented, more technical, and after 3 years, it's intention that the student goes to the industry. Or the second one, which is the university program or research-oriented program, where intention is that after 3 years, the students will continue to the master study and potentially also to the third level of education, so the PhD study. All the programs are accredited, but by the ASIN National Accreditation Organization, and that just proves that the level and the curriculum and the competences that students are getting are completely aligned with all other European study programs or universities. Now I will give the word to Christian to present you all the details about the study program.
Yeah, thank you, Franci. So I'll take a few minutes of your time to basically focus on some administrative questions regarding the enrollment and basically all the things you will need to start studying under faculty if you choose so, and if you choose to continue a formal education on our faculty. So our first cycle study program split into two different study programs. One is professional, the other is academic. Our academic side, we call it the research and development program. The duration is a standardized 6 semesters, which is 3 years completely. It's a single program with no specific fields of study. And after that, you will receive the Bachelor of Science professional degree. Basically, after finishing these 3 years of the first cycle of academic study program, you will be able to enroll without any issue to the second cycle master study program, in which you will be able to then split off with your different interests. And eventually, if you want or if you wish, you can also consider a third cycle doctorate study. Basically, there are a couple of admission requirements that we require of all of our students that are incoming, be them local, national, or international students. There are 3 different admission requirements that we kind of generally put forward for students. However, they are very general and they are very widespread, so no country is basically left behind. The first one is that you have to hold a Matura certificate. A Matura certificate is basically a unified and standardized final exam that is general for a lot of European countries and some countries abroad. The second point would be holders of the vocational Matura certificate, which are those who have finished their secondary education in terms of some vocational educational program or technical educational program. The third point is for our, I would say, older potential students that have finished their secondary education before June 1st of 1995. As we very well know, there was no Matura back then, so we will take into consideration their final exams and the ending of their 4-year high school program. So we have a pretty even split across the board. These are basically our selection criteria in case of restricted enrollment, which is not something that happens very often. But when it does, we have to have a certain split of points. Usually, they're basically the same for all 3 points, A, B, and C. Most of the points you will receive for your overall achievements in the general Matura and your achievements in secondary school in the 3rd and the 4th year. Some lesser amount of points you will receive from your success in mathematics and the physics or mechanics of the general Matura. In case of the first point, in case of the second point, you can also take some different courses for your Matura, such as electronic communications or woodworking, etc. You will be able to basically see this presentation and you can see for yourself. For the candidates in C, basically, we have very flexible pointage in terms that we take their success in their final years of their secondary education, and we grab points from those categories. In terms of our professional first cycle study program, we have something called the project-oriented applied program. It's basically similar to our first professional and first academic, that it has 6 semesters, 3 years, and after that you will be able to move on to a second cycle master's degree study. The difference is that in the second year of the project-oriented applied program, you will be able to choose from different basically study fields and move. Which is a recommendation for those of you who want to move in a more practical, pragmatic, and professional kind of situation even before going to a master's level. The admission requirements are basically the same as in the academic one. We are very flexible in terms of pointage and in terms of taking on people who have finished their high schools. The split is also even across the board. 30% of points each go for your overall achievements in your high school, especially the 3rd and 4th year, as well as your Matura success. We also take into consideration your mathematics, your physics, and your mechanics, and as well as different vocational courses that people in point B might have taken during their secondary education. Basically, all application enrollment and deadlines will be taken in via the EVASH web portal, which is available on our website as well as the website of the university and the Ministry of Education of Slovenia. You will be able to find all relevant dates and information on that link. However, if you need some added clarification, you can always contact me or contact Franci or the email of the international office for any further clarifications if you will need them. We've tried to kind of standardize our approach to citizens of EU and the Slovenians without Slovenian citizenship, as well as citizens of non-EU countries. So basically everyone has the same chance and everyone gets the same deadlines, which is the 18th of March of 2025. So basically 1 month from the date that this presentation is going to go live. 1st of August of 2025 is basically the date that we require all official documents that we need in terms of basically progressing your application procedure, which will be some high school documents, your personal documents, etc. These are all documents that you can access easily, and we start checking them as soon as you send them in the system. So as soon as you can do it, the better it is for you and for us. For secondary education, for the recognition, basically everything is going to go through the EVASH portal. There will be an authorized person at the university that's going to be checking it, and you will get points based on which documents you have sent and what data can be taken from those first documents. You can send any basically emails with any questions or uncertainties to these 2 emails that are listed on this slide. There are for more general questions regarding the admission procedure and the points you will get based on your success in your high school or secondary education programs. Finally, I would like to say a few words regarding our second cycle master study program in research and development. This is our master's degree program, and after that you will receive a postgraduate professional degree of Master of Science. During your study in this study program, you can choose from a list of different directions, 6 different directions: engineering design, mechanics, energy engineering, process engineering, production engineering, and mechatronics and laser technology. Basically, during this second cycle study program, you will learn a lot about your specific study program as well as a general general knowledge about mechanical engineering as a whole. After that, you will be fully equipped to start working in your field of study. And if you desire or choose so, you can also think about moving on to a third cycle doctorate study program that we also offer at our faculty. We're also very well connected with other faculties and universities from other countries that are offering doctorate and master studies. So if you choose so, you can also think about moving to another country and maybe studying there. The admission requirements for our master study are basically threefold. We separate them basically in 3 points. The first point is for those who have finished basically direct first cycle study program in mechanical engineering, such as our academic study program on the first level, and they have received 180 ECTS points. Here in Slovenia or abroad. The second point is basically if you've received 180 ECTS points in the field of mechanical engineering, in project application or an equivalent study program abroad. And if you have completed the study obligations necessary for continuation of your study in the amount of 10 to 15 points of ECTS before you have enrolled. And the last point is a study program of the first cycle that's also evaluated at least 180 ECTS points in other fields of expertise in Slovenia or abroad, and you have completed all of your study obligations. However, this has more checks and controls behind it since it's a different field of study, and it is determined by a commission for registration, and it can vary from 10 points all the way up to 60 points, depending on the different areas of expertise that you might have finished. So what will be taken into account for your first cycle study? It's your average grade in diploma thesis grade, and or only the average grade if the first cycle study program did not include a diploma thesis, which is kind of rare, but it can happen for some schools or faculties. All the deadlines will be published presumably in March 2025 on the website of the University of Ljubljana. All the applications also go through the EVSH portal, and the deadline for submitting your enrollment for the second cycle master study program is the 1st of September 2025. Of course, I would ask you to send it as soon as possible because the ones that are done at the end of August are basically very, very late, and we try to finish by the 1st of September of 2025. Also, before applying, please check our website for requirements for bridging exams, and all bridging exams should be completed by the 4th of September 2025. If you have documentation, which you will have to provide to us, please send me to my email or the email of the International Office of the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. You will have to send your full curriculum with content and duration of education, as well as your transcript of records and official syllabus of your study program that you have already finished. You can contact me down here. You have my contact and my telephone number. If you have any more questions or inquiries, all relevant emails can go directly to this email that I've put down here. And I will now give back the word to Franci for some ending thoughts and basically motivation. Before that, basically, these are the documents that you will have to send to me. A scan of your bachelor's diploma, diploma supplement, a chronological description of your completed education, which can be done in a simple Word document, and a scan of a personal document or passport that you will also have to send to the EVSH system. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Christian. So besides, Christian presented now the official curriculum or how the study looks like.
Possibilities of
Besides some obligatory courses, there are possibilities that you can choose your own course from the other fields of the mechanical engineers, or if you engineering, or if you are interested in some other majors, economics, whatever, you can even choose some of the lectures or some of the courses from the other faculties within the University of Ljubljana. This gives you the possibility to build your own curriculum according to your interests, according to your needs, according to your wishes. What we are doing to students, beside these official lectures and study program, we offer the students the tutors, demonstrators, besides, of course, the assistant and professors, to improve or to give as easy as possible flow of the students through this study and get the competences that we want or that are needed for the mechanical engineer with the support from the other older students that have the experiences and knowledge how to do this. What is also needed to be emphasized is that beside the lectures at our faculty, we have a strong focus on the practical work. So at least the number of hours that you are sitting or you're spending in the lecture rooms, you will be spending in the labs that are doing the research, that are very well equipped with the equipment that is completely comparable to the modern industry. But if the students want to do some more, we offer the possibilities that students are working with the ongoing projects. There are two really established projects. One is Formula Student, where they develop and race on a competitions with the formula, or Design, Build, Fly, where the students each year build a new aircraft and then they go on a competition in US, Arizona, and try to, of course, win there. And I can say they are really successful in last years. Beside that, 2 years ago, we opened an open lab. That's I can say, research lab that's dedicated completely just to the students. So if the student has their own idea, their own project, they can realize this project. They have lasers there, they have CNCs there, they have some hand tools, they have 3D printers, they have even robots, they have 3D scanners, all collaborative robots. So really well equipped lab. They're just dedicated for the students, and they can realize their own ideas. Just for info, this year in 2 months, students are getting a new lab, a part of this open lab, where they will have a new 3D metal printer available to construct and realize their ideas in stainless steel material. That's really exceptional, I would say. And what they are getting also is an industrial EDM, wire EDM, to realize even the metal constructions or produce their own products. So what we are trying to do or giving the students is first-hand experience with transferring of knowledge to the practice, and give the student the first-hand experience in modern equipment. When they finish the study, they are then ready for any kind of modern industry, because the equipment that they will see there, they have the experiences and the faculty with the direct contact. So with that, we prove, or we know that there are no problems with the employment. All our graduates are immediately employed in the high-tech industry, not just in Slovenia, but in international level. So some more information, and I can just say we are really warmly welcoming you to be part of our story and become one of the best engineers for the industry or for the modern society. Thank you so much. If you have any question, of course, we will be on emails or go on our webpage. And yeah, we believe, or we are happy if we can see you in the next study year here in Ljubljana.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fakulteta za kemijo in kemijsko tehnologijo je članica Univerze v Ljubljani, največje in najstarejše univerze v Sloveniji, ki je bila ustanovljena leta 1919. Od takrat dalje poteka tudi študij kemije in kemijske tehnologije. Prostore imamo v rastočem univerzitetnem kampusu blizu središča Ljubljane. V naši novi zgradbi so najsodobnejše predavalnice, več kot 150 laboratorijev s sodobno opremo in instrumenti, sodobna knjižnica in še kaj. Na fakulteti poteka študij na vseh 3 stopnjah. Na univerzitetni, visokošolski in magistrski stopnji so to programi s področji kemije, biokemije, kemijskega inženirstva, kemijske tehnologije, tehniške varnosti in kemijskega izobraževanja. Imamo tudi svojo založbo, v kateri izdajamo in posodabljamo učbenike z vseh področij našega dela. V okviru magistrskih študijskih programov se izvajajo tudi nekateri mednarodni programi v angleščini. Na doktorski stopnji poteka program kemijske znanosti, hkrati pa sodelujemo tudi pri doktorskih programih drugih fakultet. Naši diplomanti, magistrandi in doktorandi zlahka najdejo zaposlitev tako v Sloveniji kot v tujini. Kakovost študija omogočajo sodelavci fakultete, ki zagotavljajo odličnost tako pri pedagoškem kot na znanstveno-raziskovalnem delu. Naša zaveza je, da spodbujamo ustvarjalnost sodelavcev in študentov ter jim nudimo akademsko svobodo. Na fakulteti stalno utrjujemo akademsko skupnost profesorjev, raziskovalcev, študentov in drugih sodelavcev ter si prizadevamo za čim večji družbeni razvoj in prepoznavnost doma in v svetu. Pri tem sodelujemo z gospodarstvom, domačimi in tujimi raziskovalnimi inštituti ter univerzami, zlasti preko zveze Utopija. Tako študenti kot zaposleni so vključeni v izmenjave preko Erasmus Plus in drugih organizacij. Svojo temeljno znanstveno-raziskovalno dejavnost opravljamo v okviru lastnih ARIS raziskovalnih skupin, pri tem pa se povezujemo tudi z drugimi podobnimi zavodi. Naše raziskovalno delo obsega kemijsko inženirstvo, trajnostni razvoj in okoljske tehnologije, biokemijo, analizno, organsko, fizikalno in anorgansko kemijo ter kemijo za kulturno dediščino. Na fakulteti deluje tudi infrastrukturni center, del univerzitetne mreže, ki je namenjen podpori raziskovalnega dela z najsodobnejšimi inštrumenti. Sodelavcem in doktorandom vsako leto kot najvišja priznanja podelimo nagrade Maxa Samca, študentom pa Prešernove nagrade. V okviru študentskega sveta nagrajujemo najboljše pedagoške ter strokovne delavce. Za pestro obštudijsko dogajanje skrbita naša študentska organizacija in športno društvo. Naša fakulteta izobražuje vodilne znanstvenike in strokovnjake. Vabljeni k sodelovanju in študiju na Fakulteti za kemijo in kemijsko tehnologijo.
Na študiju tehničke varnosti mi je najbolje všeč, da sem pridobil različna znanja z področja varnosti zdravja pri delu, požarne varnosti, varnosti okolja in promocije zdravja. Tudi mi je všeč, da so me kot tujega študenta sprejeli.
Študij tehniške varnosti mi je najbolj všeč zato, ker je zelo interdisciplinaren študij in se lahko vsak najde nekje.
Pri študiju tehniške varnosti mi je najbolj všeč, da je sama smer interdisciplinirana, ponuja zelo globoko in podrobno razlago iz področja varnosti in zdravja pri delu, požarne varnosti, tehniške varnosti in je samo nadaljevanje iz moje srednje šole.
Ker je v programu veliko predmetov, ki so uporabni pri nadaljnjem poklicu.
Faks oziroma šola ponuja res širok spekter vsega. Spravo od neke elektrotehnike do strojništva, do požarov.
Ta študij bi priporočil vsakemu šolarju, ki zdaj končuje svojo srednjo šolo, tudi vsakemu, ki se hoče ukvarjati sa varnostjo in zdravjem pri delu in požarno varnostjo v prihodnosti.
Študij bi priporočila vsem tistim, ki jih to zanima, pa predvsem mogoče tudi zato, ker je možnost tudi opravljanja različnih študentskih projektov, ki ponujajo druge izkušnje.
Študij tehniške varnosti bi priporočil dijaku, ki želijo poglobiti svoje znanje iz področja varnosti in zdravja pri delu, požarnega varovanja in tehniške varnosti, ter mogoče želijo izvajati kakšne laboratorijske vaje, ki so seveda zelo zanimive.
Kdor si želi zanimivega študija in perspektivnega ter atraktivnega poklica?
Ja, študij bi priporočil mogoče prvo ljudem, ki niso čez ziher, kam bi šli, ker pokriva tako širok spekter vsega znanja, druga pa predvsem nekim tehničnim tipom.
Je tudi zelo dobrodošlo za ljudi, ki želijo pomagati ljudem pri varstvu in zdravju pri delu ali varovanju okolja, da se pridružijo na ta študij ter poglobijo svoje znanje iz tega vidika, ker bodo lahko upravili iz tega dela.
Mladim bi svetovala, da se na študij tehniške varnosti vpišejo predvsem zato, ker je to zelo zaželen in iskan poklic.
Ker je študij tehniške varnosti relativno mlad študij in pa kljub temu izredno zanimiv in uporaben.
Zelo je pomembna praksa, pa pol to znanje šole, ki se enkrat poklapa, je praktično vse bolj jasno, vse lažje.
Tako za zaposlitev ne bo težka, dobili boste službo in tudi dobro službo iz tega, saj varnost je prihodnost in je vedno bolj zaželena.
Zaposljivost je zelo visoka, tisti bolj ambiciozni študenti pa imajo lahko že pred končanim študijem zagarantirano zaposlitev.
V bistvu delam eno študentsko delo in že iz tistega vidika sem dobil ne samo pač ponudb, ampak tudi pogovarjam se z ljudmi, ki govorijo, tukaj iščemo, tam iščemo.
Mene že čaka zaposlitev, podobno pa tudi drugi diplomanti nimajo težav za zaposlitvijo.
Chemistry is all around us. Experts in chemical sciences are the key to progress in pharmaceutical, chemical, food and other industries, and thereby by focusing on human life and welfare, contribute to a green and sustainable future. The Faculty of Chemistry and Chemical Technology of the University of Ljubljana educates 1,500 students every year at all 3 cycles of higher education. It is located in a growing university campus near the center of Ljubljana, the picturesque capital of the Republic of Slovenia in Europe. Our modern building houses state-of-the-art lecture halls and over 150 laboratories with modern equipment and instruments. The 3rd cycle doctoral study program Chemical Sciences is a modern, interdisciplinary study program focusing on individual research work, which is supported by organized courses and lectures by renowned domestic and international scientists.
The Chemical Sciences program has been designed with special attention to the highest possible quality of students' research work. All ECTS certified activities have been selected to efficiently acquire knowledge and skills for planning, conducting and evaluating research work and obtaining new scientific knowledge.
The research at the faculty ranges from all fields of chemistry to material and environmental engineering and biochemistry. The research group of Associate Professor Gabriela Kalchekova is researching the impact of microplastics on the environment.
Our research group focuses on the characterization of microplastics, their fate and behavior in the aquatic environment, their effects and interactions with organisms, but most importantly, we aim to develop methods to remove microplastics from the environment.
The program is divided into 3 streams: chemistry, chemical engineering, and biochemistry. Each student has a thesis supervisor who aids the student in their research work. After 4 years, a candidate is awarded the title Doctor of Chemical Sciences. Katarina Petra van Midden is a second-year student. She is researching enzymes involved in cell death in plants.
When cells are harmful or no longer needed, they can trigger different mechanisms to eliminate themselves, and researchers all around the world are trying to figure out which proteins play an important role in this process. In our lab, we are studying this process on a green algae to try and shine light on this very important mechanism that occurs in all forms of life.
Being a PhD student at Faculty of Chemistry and Chemical Technology is an amazing and unforgettable experience. It will provide you with broad knowledge and a solid foundation for your future career as an independent scientist. Join us and become part of our research community.
Welcome to the presentation of the Faculty of Natural Science and Engineering. My name is Alinka Shalela, and I work in the International Office as a coordinator at the faculty. Today, I will introduce you to our very diverse faculty, which is kind of unique within the faculties of University of Ljubljana, as we work in the fields of natural sciences, engineering, and arts. Despite the diversity of our study programs, the materials are common to all of them, as we deal with the processing of almost all types of raw materials. At our faculty, we have 6 different study programs, which I will introduce in this presentation. First, I will present you which levels of study do we have. So you can enroll in 4 different higher professional programs: geotechnology and mining, metallurgical technology, textile and clothing engineering, and graphic and media technology. University program is available on all study programs. The students can enroll in geology, geotechnology and environment, materials engineering, textile and clothing planning, textile and clothing design, and graphic and interactive communications. All programs last 3 years and you get 180 ECTS. And when you finish a bachelor degree, you can continue your studying for a master degree on geology, geotechnology, materials and metallurgy, textile and clothing planning, textile and fashion design, and graphic and interactive communication. The master degree lasts 2 years and you get 120 ECTS. And after masters, you can continue your studying on the PhD program. We have 3 different doctoral degree programs. One is built environment, geology, material science and engineering, and textile engineering, graphic communications, and textile design. The doctoral degree program lasts 4 years and you get 240 ECTS. We have some limitations regarding the number of students enrolled into the program. The minimum number of students enrolled in bachelor degree for geology and materials engineering is at least 15 candidates. For master degree, for materials and metallurgy, at least 10, and for geology, geotechnology, mining and environment, and textile clothing planning, at least 5 candidates. Why study on the Faculty of Natural Science and Engineering? During studying at the Faculty of Natural Science and Engineering, you are involved in various research projects. We have a lot of field and laboratory work, and we have a very good collaboration with companies. Students are working in small groups. We have personal approach to students, and of course, possibility of international study mobility. Also, the Faculty of Natural Sciences and Engineering holds the certificate Athletes-Friendly Education, awarded by the Olympic Committee of Slovenia for the promotion of activities in the field of dual career of athletes. So now I will present you all 6 study programs. First, I will present you geology study program, and then the rest will follow. So geology is one of the basic natural sciences investigating the planet Earth, also called earth science. Geology is the study of the structure, evolution, and dynamics of the Earth and its natural, mineral, and energy resources. Students obtain knowledge that can work on various fields connected with geology, such as mineralogy, petrology, sedimentology, geological mapping, structural geology and tectonics, paleontology, environmental geology, geochemistry, geomorphology, karst geology, volcanology, geology of mineral deposits, technical mineralogy, hydrogeology, engineering geology, geophysics, and seismology. We are the only institute offering the study of geology in Slovenia. Our special features are working with microscopes, working in special computer rooms, laboratory work, field work. We have completely renovated facilities, laboratories with state-of-art equipment, collections of minerals, rocks, and fossils, various microscopes, various analytical equipment, and all major geological software. So, join us at the Faculty of Natural Science and Engineering. Now I will present the study program of Geotechnology, Mining and Environment. This study program is a natural science and engineering program that prepares future students for work involving underground constructions, environmental engineering, and obtaining mineral resources. So it is very important to investigate the soil in detail for structural foundations. Only after that we can design good foundation for every structure. With drilling, we want to get the energy of mineral resources from the earth crust, which are very important for our future. And of course, the environment is a key topic in 21st century. The study process, students meet with the technologies that can contribute to the conservation of clean environment. During studies, students perform industry placement training that gives them the opportunity to get acquainted with work processes and use their theoretical knowledge in practical solutions. So in general, study of geotechnology deals with construction of underground structures, foundations of structures, drilling, and mineral resources. One of the 6 study programs at the Faculty of Natural Science and Engineering is also a program of materials and metallurgy. Fields such as home appliances, transportations, automotive industry, energy, construction, food industry, medicine, military, marine, and aerospace industries, they all have to do with materials and metallurgy. And in all these fields, you can find a job at home or abroad after graduation. Students learn the skills required for modeling the properties of materials, simulating and optimizing technologies. The study combines interdisciplinary fields of materials and complementary science for the understanding, design, and manufacture of existing and newly developed materials or technological processes. Students acquire a wide range of useful knowledge and skills, which can be divided in the following groups. The basic of understanding and researching the composition and properties of materials, the development of new materials and their production technologies, and the use of a synthesis of materials and engineering and research into a material and an analysis of its damage. The Department of Material and Metallurgy initiated the establishment of the Space Center, which launched the first Slovenian satellite into space in 2020. Another important fact is that our students also achieve top results in worldwide competitions in the field of metallurgy and materials. Textile study program is also one of the study programs at our faculty. The study is interdisciplinary, combining textile and apparel engineering with science and textile design. A textile engineer develops new materials, improves the properties of existing materials, and ensures that they meet environmental regulations and protect the environment. Activities at the textile and clothing engineering are performed in different fields of textiles and include conventional and new textile materials, advanced mechanical and chemical textile processes, planning of textile and clothing technologies, construction of textiles and clothes, textile care, textile testing, and quality control and ecology in textiles. The basic goal of this study is to train experts capable of managing the most technological demanding processes in the textile and clothing industry, to train them in planning complex products and technological processes, and at the same time provide appropriate basic natural science and professional knowledge for further education. The textile engineer works in many different fields, such as automotive, aerospace, construction, and architecture, agriculture, medicine, and fashion. technically advanced textiles are used by firefighters, soldiers, and others who work in extreme conditions. So, if these topics are interesting for you, you can enroll in the Faculty of Natural Science and Engineering. Now I will present you the study program of Graphic Arts. The basic goal of the study programs at the Graphic Arts is to educate professionals who will be able to manage the most demanding technological processes in graphics and media, as well as the field of interactive communications. At the same time, the purpose of the study is also to offer students the relevant fundamental natural science knowledge and expertise to continue their education at the second level. In addition to knowledge in the field of graphic, media, and interactive communications, students develop scientific approach abilities through selected skills in mathematics, physics, and chemistry. Students will acquire knowledge about graphic technology and graphic material used in the design and manufacturing of graphic products. In addition, the students will master the basic of visual and art language, techniques of artistic expression, and ways of interpreting and designing the arts theme of products. In short, the topics of the study are graphic materials, 3D printing, photography, typography, website design, and more. So the last but not least is the study program of textile and fashion design. The concept of the textile and fashion design study is based on experience from graduate and postgraduate studies of designing textile and clothing in the past 25 years and cooperation with foreign higher educational institutions. These basic directions include parallel studies of designing textile and clothing, artistic expression, technology, which supports the realization of designers' ideas, and support studies consisting of the necessary knowledge and skills of computer-assisted design, the history of textile and fashion design, marketing, and management. The entry exam is needed for enrolling in the textile and fashion design study. The artistic talent testing conducted in the form of submitting a presentation folder to the student office at the Faculty of Natural Science and Engineering by the end of June, and an interview with the candidate, which is organized in the first week of July. The test is comprised of 4 parts: drawing and painting, a dressed human figure, fashion design collection, textile design collection, and an interview. For more information, please visit our website, and please visit our online platform Codefolio, where all the projects from the Department of Textile and Fashion Design are presented. So these were all 6 study programs of the Faculty of Natural Science and Engineering. For more information, please visit our website or contact us. Here are some contact information of the student offices. We have 2 different student offices. One is for Department of Textile, Graphic Arts and Design, and one is for Geology, Geotechnology, Mining and Environment, and Materials and Metallurgy. Here are also the contact information for the international office, for which I'm responsible. So we have come to the end of the presentation, where you can find us. So here are some links to our websites, social media, and email addresses. As you can see, we are a very diverse faculty that is part of the University of Ljubljana. We are located in the center of Ljubljana, where everything is within the walking distance. Thank you again, and I hope you will choose the Faculty of Natural Science and Engineering and start your new stage of life in Slovenia.
Dear future students, I'm Marina Zane from the Faculty of Maritime Studies and Transport, University of Ljubljana. It is my great pleasure to have the opportunity to give you some information about our faculty. Our faculty is the only faculty of the University of Ljubljana which is not located in Ljubljana. We are located in Portorož, one of the most beautiful parts of Slovenian coastline. The Faculty of Maritime Studies and Transport was established in 1960, and we are with the University of Ljubljana since 1995. Currently, we have two departments, Maritime Department and Traffic Technology Department, and we have 12 chairs to assure the interdisciplinarity of the studies. We have around 500 students, among which around 70 are foreign students. In 2024, we have 172 graduates. Currently, we have 63 employees and 26 professors are working with us on contract. All our academic staff members are also active in research. We are participating at the conferences and we are regularly publishing our works. We participate at European Union projects, national projects, market-oriented projects, and we also have a special group of projects, student projects, which directly aim to improve students' involvement in research work. The Faculty of Maritime Studies and Transport is offering also STCW courses and expertise to the companies in the field of maritime transport and transport and logistics in general. The Faculty of Maritime Studies and Transport offers 4 first-cycle study programs. One is academic degree program, and the other 3 are professional degree programs. All first-cycle study programs last for 3 years. We also offer 2 master degree programs. Both master degree programs last for 2 years. We have one doctoral degree program dealing with maritime transport and logistics in general, and we participate in one joint doctoral program on environmental studies. We currently offer more than 160 courses, and about 60 courses are available also in English language, which is intended for Erasmus students, but of course international regular students can join these courses. However, at this moment, we do not have any accredited program in English language. This means that also foreign students will have lectures in Slovene language. If we continue with the brief description of the study program and start with the academic degree Traffic Technology and Logistics program, this is a unique program at the University of Ljubljana. The program deals in detail with all transport modes. It is professionally and scientifically oriented program with plenty of guest lectures from business sector. The students get a lot of theoretical knowledge, which is supported by real cases from business environment. In addition, courses like informatics, statistics, operational research, and similar give the student the tools to do the certain analysis by themselves. Also, there is some direct research work included, especially for better students who want to try the challenges of working in the project teams. At the end, the students gain a good basis for further studies at our or any other faculty. Of course, the graduates are also employable at the labor market very quickly. Another study program is Professional Degree in Traffic Technology and Transport Logistics. The programs are similar, but there is one huge difference between those two programs. In this program, the students have the mandatory practice in real business environment where they spend several weeks in the 6th semester. So in general, this program is more practical in comparison to previously described academic study program. In the last year, in the 5th semester and 5th and 6th semester, the students can select courses which best fit their preferences. These can be courses from rail transport, road transport, maritime transport, air transport, logistics, or transport in general. And actually, the students from both of these study programs usually get their employment even before graduating, either through this mandatory practice or upon demand from the business environment. Here in Slovenia, we have Port of Koper, which is important generator for jobs, for employment. Directly or indirectly, a lot of our students work in this area. Currently, there are around 100 vacancies for these profiles only in coastal area of Slovenia. We are proud to educate also future seafarers at our faculty. And we do this according to the International Convention on Standards of Training, Certification, and Watchkeeping for Seafarers. Maybe just a brief description before we continue, brief description on the seafarer industry. There are two main groups of officers. One is deck officers, and the others are engine officers, and they are both employed on the ships. So we educate both. Within nautical studies, we educate deck officers, future captains, and masters that will have all the competencies to safely load and navigate the ships. We have extremely sophisticated training centers for these students and also physical equipment at the sea, as can be seen from the photo. Once graduated, these students are not limited to spend their entire career at the sea. They are employable in many land-based jobs as well. The same goes for the program on the marine engineering. So this study program educates future engine officers. But actually, these students graduates are very widely employable. The emphasis of this study program is on theoretical and practical competence to manage, operate, and maintain shipboard mechanical and power system. But not only these systems, but also any industrial, hospital, hotel, or any other power system. All study programs which were described very quickly are actually recognized by the European Engineering Federation, FEANI, which gives the graduates even wider possibility for the employment. We have places for non-European Union students on all of these study programs, and on this slide you can see the numbers. If we continue with the description of master degree program, what can we say is that if the first cycle study programs give the students the knowledge to be good operational staff, the master degree knowledge is aiming to help graduates better understand the complex world of contemporary transport system and apply research methods to provide solutions to complex transport and logistics problems. On the other hand, I will skip now to the next slide. On the other hand, those who select the Maritime Master Degree study program will develop critical thinking and reflection skills related to contemporary problems in the field of maritime studies, maritime technology and processes, exploitation of maritime infrastructure, safety of maritime transport, and so on. So after completing any of these study programs, the students are ready for managerial positions, so to be the ones who are giving the instructions and the ones who are providing the solutions to the perceived problems. Our master degree study programs upgrade and deepen the knowledge that the students have obtained at their first cycle. These two study programs are also open to graduates from any other faculty. If it's not a technical faculty, then some differential exams are appointed. Like for the first cycle study program, we also offer places for non-European students, also the master study programs. So 6 places for maritime studies and 8 places for transport studies. More information about our study programs can be found on this web page. Following the link and code provided, you will come to the page from which you can select any of the study programs, and you will get the detailed information about all the study programs, all the courses which are included, all the conditions, and so on. As we welcome also international students, there is a sub-page dedicated to international students. There is the link and there is the code for accessing this page. This is useful also for Erasmus students, but also for foreign students that enroll at our faculty for the entire study process. Please visit this page to get all relevant information on key dates and application procedures, also the information regarding the recognition of foreign qualifications. So, given the fact that study process is in Slovenian language, the program Leto Plus comes very handy. Leto Plus is intended for international students in their first study year at the University of Ljubljana, regardless if this is the first cycle study program or the second cycle study program. Participating in the course not only eases the adaptation to Slovenia and the knowledge of the language, but also allows students to advance with less strict requirements into the second year of their study programs. Being located in Portorož have many benefits. The place is nice, the climate is better than in Ljubljana, but being dislocated from Ljubljana makes it a bit more difficult for our students to benefit from everything University of Ljubljana offers. Among others, also this course on Leto Plus. But given the fact that this is crucial, that it's very crucial to learn Slovenian language in order to be a good and satisfied student and good future professional, at the Faculty of Maritime Studies and Transport, we organize a copy of this course also in Portorož. All the benefits from Leto Plus still remain to all those students who complete the course in Portorož. So don't be afraid to come to Portorož. Regarding the accommodation, again, this Portorož is a little bit more expensive than other parts of Slovenia. However, it's possible to attain the position in 2 nearby dormitories with prices per person ranging from 150 to 200 euros per month, depending on the room type and additional services. There are also many private accommodation who offer relatively good prices of the season. And there are also subventions from the state of Slovenia, so it's possible to get accommodation in the proximity of the faculty without any huge problems. Being a student, it's not only about studying, it's about socializing as well. This should be best time of your life, and at our faculty we support sport activities like sailing and rowing, as you can see here on the pictures. This is location-specific activities, let's say so, but we also have basketball team, futsal team, and so on. Also, the students' organization is very active, and they organize different kinds of events, from stand-up performances to trips and partying, so it's very vivid at the Slovenian coast. At the end, to conclude, why you should select the Faculty of Maritime Studies and Transport for your faculty. If you are interested in sea career, we are the only faculty in Slovenia providing such kind of education. We are using state-of-the-art equipment during the education process. In the field of transport and logistics, there are some newcomers in Slovenia, but they are not the University of Ljubljana. University of Ljubljana is the oldest, the biggest, the best-rated university in Slovenia. Our faculty is building our tradition since 1960, and we are upgrading the knowledge and skills practically on a daily basis. All professors are actively participating at the conferences. They are constantly publishing the research work. We keep in touch with the novelties in the field. Also, the didactic part is not neglected, and we are regularly taking courses to improve the skills in transferring the knowledge to the students. We have bilateral agreements with many related faculties, and our students can take a semester or two abroad. We also have incoming students, so we will meet other cultures as well. Our study programs are of interest to business and are supported by guest lectures from business. So many of our students get employment even before graduating, actually. If you are interested in the fields of transport, logistics, and seafarer, then grab a spot on our boat. Grab your place in our faculty. Transport and logistics are the growing fields. Transport is the key driver of social and economic development, and everything around us is actually transport related. Here are some important dates where you can get more information about studying in the University of Ljubljana. Please check these pages. And on the last slide, we have the contacts. The first one is related to our faculty. So if you need any information from our students' office, do not hesitate to contact them. And the other contacts are the contacts at the University of Ljubljana. Thank you for listening. We are looking forward to see you at the Faculty of Maritime Studies, University of Ljubljana in October 2025.